1,000 years ago, 100 years ago, buildings took time, a long time to be built. They were handcrafted. You would have many, many people working on them. The time constraints that we have, we like things pretty much instant. We live in an instant society, and people say we've got 6 months to build this house. More and more, though, and I think this is probably the responsibility of the architect to actually say to clients, to people when they're building for the first time, take your time, live in a shoebox. While you're doing this, ask the questions, research the technology, think about how you want to live in this new space, because I find it quite sad when people have built a new house, engaged with an architect, and 12 months down the line they're not happy, or they just don't feel comfortable in it, or it didn't quite meet the mark.
Yeah, design certainly can't be rushed, but of course, as I think I mentioned to you earlier off air, generally the process gets slowed down by resource consents and building consents, and the design never stops. If you're working with an architect, they will keep on thinking about it day and night on your behalf, thinking about how can we make this better. So by the time it's designed, you might be 1 year down the track, and the construction process is underway, and you can always once again subtly push things around, but design should never be rushed.
How do you keep the enthusiasm of your client elevated? How do you keep them completely connected to what you're working on? What process do you go through with your clients?
Well, I think just as they come with a brittle idea, but real excitement over a possibility of building on their site that they've fallen in love with, you have to feed them with ideas and keep on feeding them with information that will inspire them.
And that's it. And lots of coffee.
Absolutely.
Peter, tell me about your vineyard projects that we were talking about earlier. I think we were talking about it off air before you came on. But
there's been so many things. There's
so much going on this morning.
There is. There's lots. There's quite a bit.
Well, we've been working on the Turanga Creek Estate vineyard, and after helping the client with vineyard layout, we've then been working on 3 basic projects for him. First of all, we developed a cafe, restaurant, vineyard building for tasting, and that's a really exciting sort of cubic volumes with one huge brick spiral spire as a tasting room. So that'll be really exciting when it starts construction later this year. Currently, we've just preserved a historic stables building, and that's going to be wine cellar. For the moment, that'll open in about a month's time. We'll definitely let you know when the tasting is, Tony.
Yes, get us over there. We like a flirt.
And then another project on the property is 6 beautiful French-inspired farmhouses, and so they'll be set in a small valley, just like a small village.
I like this. I do like those French country houses. I mean, the English love to go and buy them at sort of knockdown prices and start these amazing lives. And the proportions of the rooms are always so fabulous, aren't they? Very high ceilings, incredibly high doors. It's just wonderful spaces.
It sounds like a massive project. How long from the day that you got the call to it actually being completed? How long is that going to be?
I think I probably signed the contract about October 2003, and then you're sort of fighting things through the Environment Court, and eventually you get sort of decisions, and you move forward. And
you're still smiling.
Well, you've got to smile. I mean, it's a fantastic project, and I'm just so lucky to have that there are clients out there who are really positive about New Zealand and really positive about building, despite the processes.
This is good. This is good. We're coming up 11 minutes to 9 o'clock. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back and talk more with Dr. Peter Diprose, architect.
You're listening to the Design and Build show here at Radio Live, and if you want to get in touch, 0800 Radio Live, 0800 723 465.
Today.